Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla TV, here to talk to you today about Burly's Cafe Stiletto shock for Harley Sportster. If you are looking at the Cafe Stiletto, there is no doubt you already know that you need this thing or that you do not need it. For those of you who need a little education, this is going to get the rear end of your bike way high in the air. These things are made for solid mount Evo Sporties, 86 to 03. These are going to fit your bikes. Rubber mount guys, you're out in the cold. Sorry about it. Installation on these is 2 out of 3 beards on our BSD, our beard scale of difficulty. I would probably put this at a 1 beard simply because it's just a couple fasteners to get these on. What bumps it into the 2 category though is you are going to need a way to get the rear of your bike up in the air. Be it through lumbar or a bike jack, you do want to have the rear end up. So that sort of knocks this into the 2 beard category because you're going to need some specialized equipment. So as we had said earlier, you're looking at these things, you should probably know what these are for, and no doubt you know very quickly after looking at them whether they are for you or for not. This is a 15-inch shock. These things are massive. They are super tall. This thing is taller than my son. These are huge. They're going to get the rear end of your bike up, and they're going to get the swing arm of your bike down. It's going to leave lots of clearance. This is going to be especially helpful for those of you looking to put together like a tracker style bike, or those of you looking for something more like a cafe, or those of you who are doing like a dual Sportster. If you take a set of these puppies and you throw them on your bike with an upsweep exhaust and a set of twin Duro TKC 80 tires, you're pretty much halfway to having a dual Sportster. So as far as actual build construction of these things, these are not a super fancy shock. They're very basic to get the job done. They're going to be nice and tall, so you're going to have plenty of travel, obviously, but they're also set up so that they're not going to ride poorly. As you can see here, you've got 2 different springs on here. This main spring is going to handle all your heavy bumps. When you hit one of those real teeth-clicking potholes, this is going to be the spring that is doing most of the work. However, this red spring down here is actually made of a thinner gauge wire. I'm sure you can see the difference between the 2 of these here. This is going to soak up most of your soft stuff. So when you hit one of those little imperfections in the road, the red spring is going to be doing most of the work. However, if that thing compresses to the point where it's no longer able to handle things, your main spring kicks in. It's going to give you kind of a soft ride. So by splitting the springs like this, what Burly has done is basically given you a shock that has lots and lots of travel, but isn't going to give you a mushy, wallowy ride. Now, in terms of installation, I had talked to you earlier about this being possibly a 2-beard installation. Again, that's sort of a qualified 2-bearder. This really is only 1 beard's worth of difficulty. As you can see here, you're just looking at a couple fasteners to get the shocks on and off. The thing that I'm going to say bumps it into the 2-beard category is you do need some sort of way to get your rear up into the air. You want to have the suspension unloaded so you can get your old shocks off and your new shocks on. That's really the only thing that's difficult about the installation. Most of you with decent hand tools, a little bit of know-how, and some garage time should be able to get these onto your bike in an hour or so tops. I think these are a really cool purpose-built specialty shock. Again, this is something where if you look at it, you're going to know instantly whether or not this is for you or this isn't going to work with your build. My opinion is not the only one that matters though. Click below, check out some rider reviews from some folks who already have these on their bike and see what they think. If you've got a question that I haven't answered, cs@revzilla.com will get you somebody via email, or you can get a Gear Geek at 877-792-9455. I'm Lemmy, I'm out of here.